Whoops. Delete comment. Delete comment.
Welcome to the Two Dots Podcast. We're live. Woo! Dude, I was trying to type, and I can't stand when things aren't responsive. So I type,
and you don't see it right away, and then you
and then you backspace too much, and then it's like, well, fuck it. So we're not really high. We're not.
I'm not
I
high.
don't condone drugs.
But
I consume
so
drugs.
tonight when I was doing the top tier thing for the helmet, Brady was behind the camera with Krista, and we were talking about going trick or treating. And Brady was talking about Chris is like, what do you say? He's like, you say trick or treat, and then you say thank you. And you're like, what if you cross the road? He's like, you have to look both ways, kids. And he was giving out like life advice. And I said, and then you come home and there's the dad tax on the candy. And then I says, because we have to check the candy to make sure there's no razor blades or drugs in there. And I go, and if there's drugs, you need to give them to your dad so we can give them to Uncle Chris. And then Brady's like, I thought you said drugs are bad. And I'm like, yeah, but Uncle Chris has a disposal system. It's called his mouth.
He gets rid of them through his body.
You know what I learned the other day?
What's up?
I went in for my physical on Monday, and I got the
You look impeccably thin, by the way.
I'm not. I packed on a
very
couple
proud of
pounds.
you. What are you doing? Like 50?
Huh?
60?
What?
Pounds.
What? How many? What are you?
Yeah, from your fattest. What are you down?
15 right now. I was down 20, but I put on about 4.
No, in your face?
Oh no, just overall. So I that's why I'm doing a no sugar thing.
Yeah, you look like you lost 40 pounds.
Oh no, I didn't. I lost about 15. But anyhow,
Brady, tax, drugs, Chris.
Man, I lost complete track of where
Brady tracks drugs.
Drugs. Debt tax, drugs.
Well, you know.
Back to I had my physical. I got a complete perfect bill of health. Last time I was there, my kidneys were taxed. They were being overworked. She wanted me to get a.
Is it from the merciless beatings from the black cocks that hit them? Black guys like to fuck sideways because they can.
No, my kidneys are at the back, so when the dick goes in the butt, it goes more towards your belly button.
Maybe it's how
like the fucking like movie Alien. It's kind of like that.
Do they pinch your back on the kidneys?
I don't know. Right? Your kidneys are back.
Here. I think I hope, because I have lower back pain and I refuse to believe that it's kidney problems.
So I mentioned to my doctor, I have a new doctor now.
Nice.
My other doctor retired. So he says your blood work came back perfect. He goes, I saw the notes about your kidneys. They wanted me to get like a scan because my kidneys were getting overworked. And I go, not to tell you that I did my own research because I'm not one of those guys and you're a fucking doctor. And if you really tell me what's going on, I understand certain to a point. And he's a younger guy. So I'm like, I get it. And I said, but I drink a lot of water. Like this fucking 40 some ounce hydro flask goes with me everywhere. I drink that shit all the time. I drink that Armor water. I drink a fuck ton of water. And I go, am I drinking too much water and that attacks my kidneys? And he goes, no. He goes, you can drink too much water. And he explained the whole situation about how that hurts you and everything. And he says, here's the thing with your kidneys. He goes, they're not a muscle. He goes, they don't pump anything. He's an Asian dude. He's Korean.
Oh.
And he's like, so he goes, they're like a
they're a vessel.
And he's going like this. And he's like, he goes, a colander? I go, like a strainer. He's like, yes. He goes, it's like a basic mesh pouch. He goes, everything goes into it. The bad shit goes out. The good shit goes where it needs to do. And I said, oh, no shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know this. I absolutely did not. I thought my kidneys
this is great.
Fucking did work. I knew they were a filtration.
I thought they pumped.
I did too. I was completely wrong. And he says, because I said, because I drink so much water, I thought that was it. He goes, no. He goes, but if you're drinking too much water, it starts to pump out the
Negroes?
sodium
Oh,
and the
yep,
chloride out. He goes,
Mhm.
your levels are too wrong this way. He goes, so if
Did
you
he
drink
say?
too much
Did he say
water,
wrong, or did he use the
he's
L word?
wrong. He said
Okay,
wrong.
got you.
No,
Okay.
he didn't say that, but he did say wrong. And he speaks very good
Your
English.
level's too
Yeah,
wrong.
two wrongs don't make a white. But yeah, he explained that to me. I was like, holy fuck, I didn't know this.
Two adults, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit.
Nice.
Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a bush light, especially.
sick
Even
co-op.
though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dopes.
I just clicked
And
the
you know
button.
they
I
hold
have
it
no
down
idea
like
what's
it's
going
two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dopes. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
So
Welcome
yeah,
to this podcast. Daryl's kidneys are apparently, to his Asian doctor, functioning.
my liver's
Your
in
kidneys
fucking
have good
top
feng
notch.
shui.
My
Yeah, so
and that was the thing, because he went back and read all the notes that I gave my doctor last year.
first of all, lie to your doctor.
Well, yes, and they know you're lying.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, so you drink
If you
like
say you're
12
social
beers in a
drinker,
weekend? I'm
you're
like,
a legitimate alcoholic.
no, I don't drink 12 beers a weekend. I drink 12 beers on Friday before I go home and go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I drink copious amounts of vodka and other fucking shit. And I go, and I only drink Fridays and Saturdays. That's it. Occasionally, if I'm super hungover on Sunday morning, I will have a Bloody Mary because I work at night. I like my job. I'm regulated by the FAA with my job. I don't want to fuck
Which
it up,
is
so I don't drink.
entirely scary to me.
Yeah, so when you get on a plane and it doesn't crash, you should definitely thank me. Okay.
When I told Daryl,
Who?
first of all, the
Oh.
Oasis tickets are going to be rescinded, so I'm not going to be able to go see Oasis in Europe, but I'm so going to go to Europe. And he's like, yeah, man, my signature's on probably most of the planes that you would be in.
I mean, a lot of the parts
That
that go
scares
into
me
a
a lot.
lot of the shit that goes into almost all the airplanes that you're on.
That scares me a lot.
Especially since I've been there for like 3.5 years. They've definitely filtered
They've
into.
circled through. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cycled, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad also used to make parts, and my dad was a great guy.
Yep.
But I'm sure he had some shaky hands making the widget.
Yeah.
I was a kid from that plant. My dad would bring me scraps of aluminum. A lot of the parts were made in aluminum for the space stuff.
Light. Because it was light.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he would bring home boxes of aluminum.
Yeah.
And I'd make G.I. Joe bases out of all the aluminum parts.
Yeah.
And they would stack up, I swear to God, perfectly. But to the naked eye, they're perfect. To the machined eye, they're off by.
Yeah. Absolute red con hair.
Is there a decacentimeter or something like that? It's crazy how insane you guys machine parts down.
It is too. And the guy that works in my department who puts the drills, and I'm going to use this term loosely, drills the holes in the parts that I have to test. The drill is not a drill bit. It is a piece of metal. Sometimes is fine as a strand of hair or smaller. That is put into a machine that gets electricity run through it while water's dripping on it to burn a hole in a part.
Yeah.
Now you can line it up on the camera, dead ass center. But when this wire burns a hole in that part, that hole isn't perfectly circle.
No.
It's never circular, and it is never dead on center.
Nope.
So when our auditors come through every month to make sure we know what we're doing and to check on our processes and everything, and they look at everything under the scope, they're like, this isn't centered. We're like, so what? That's not a drill. There's not a bit in there putting a perfectly round hole in the dead center of that part every time. This is electricity getting run through fucking dripping dialysis water or whatever the fuck they call it. And it's literally just a chemical reaction putting a hole in a piece of aluminum.
Dude, there are times where
and they get uppity about it. And I'm like, listen,
it's
that
not
part goes from him
it's not
and it goes and gets
It
cleaned.
can't be. Yeah.
And then it comes to me. I
Yep.
put it in my machine. And if it fits in the parameters that I'm given, that part is good. I move it on. I put my name on it. It says this part's good as it fell into the specs. Guess what? I've been there 3.5 years. Not one time has that gone on to the next people and the people down the road that put them into bigger parts and
Mhm.
more and more and more ever said that it doesn't work because
Wow.
it fucked up. If I'm not doing it right, it'd come back on me at some point.
Of course.
Come
Yeah.
back on him. Be like, what the fuck? Is an imperfect process creating a functional piece? It's insane.
I
They
think
have
you just described marriage.
Yeah, they have the ability to run it through a machine with a minute drill bit to create the perfect part, but they don't. They send it to us. It's an imperfect process to create a functioning part, and it works every fucking time.
Dude, the smell you
I just
get when you walk into your plant is the
wouldn't know.
smell of my dad. And I know you can't smell.
It's all fucking, dude. I work in hydraulic fluid all night long. My hands are
It's
in it
an
all night.
oil and water
Yeah.
weird mix.
Yep.
And to this day, I'll walk past like a machine shop and I'll be like, oh my God, it smells like my dad. Because that's what he smelled like when he came home. You don't know, like, you're machining parts and stuff like that, but the friction is so fucking high that you need an oil and water mix to lubricate the drill bit. That's such a weird smell.
Yeah. I wash my hands a fuck ton. I'm not anal about it. There's one guy that won't change out the adapters and everything. He won't change them unless he's wearing rubber gloves. I'm like, I open the thing up, turn the fucking valve, pull the parts out, unscrew this, and I'm just in it's hydraulic fluid.
Mhm.
It's anywhere between 90 and 94 degrees. It's bath water. It's not even. It's sometimes I don't even know if it's warm. It's just there. And I do all that shit, and I wipe my fucking hands off. Then I walk down the hall, wash my hands in the sink, take a piss, come back to work, and that's that. And once I started there, first couple times I came home and Krista could smell it. And, it's like, I didn't know any better, but now I'm like, I wash my hands all fucking night long, but I'm also not anal about touching it. It's fucking hydraulic fluid, dude. And it's not a lot. It's all right. Whatever, man. I like it. Just another 12 more years and this motherfucker's done.
Are you counting the days?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I mean, I like as soon as the paperwork comes in,
like Murtaugh.
Yeah.
Like I'm too.
I don't have a fucking list, but I know that the day that fucking letter comes in the mail that you can retire, I'm putting in for it right then. I already told Chris I'm walking away. I'm like, I'll go to, and I said, I'm not going to just stop because I think people that do that end up dying real quick.
They die.
I'm like, so I retire. I'm like, I'm already going to have it set in stone before this. I want to work at a golf course in the summertime. I'll be your starter. I'll be the cashier. I'll wash golf carts. I don't give a shit.
You would be the biggest dick ranger.
No, I wouldn't, dude. I'd be like,
yeah, you would.
You want to know what I'd be? I'm like, hey, I'd pull up. I'm like, you guys are your pace of play is falling behind. You each owe me a beer, and I'm gonna forget I even saw you. That's what I'm gonna do.
So the best ranger.
Yeah, so I'd be the best one.
Cool.
Yeah. And I would sit next to the tee box.
Let's
when you
talk
see a
about
rambunctious foursome come up, and I would be like one of those guys that would roast them. I would fucking destroy every one of their swings.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, if you give me a beer, I won't say anything about your swing. And I'm gonna end up with so much beer by the end of the fucking week. And then come wintertime,
then you're gonna die.
And then the wintertime, I'm gonna go work for a car dealership, hauling parts or going to Rochester. I'm going to take an Equinox out there. I'm going to bring back a Silverado. Whatever. That's all I want to do. Anything simple like that. Just nice and easy. Right off into the fucking sunset.
That's weird. I never think about retirement ever.
I do because, dude, I'm not all that much closer than you.
You're closer than me.
Yeah. But I actually work and I don't want to say that, take this the wrong way, but I have like a physical labor job, which I don't do a lot of physical labor.
Sure.
You have an office job, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a little different, you know. You could keep doing that until you're fucking 80 if you wanted to, because you're working office, you know. Physical labor going into it, I gotta drive, I gotta do this, that, and the other thing. After a while, you're just like, fuck it, I'm done. And my wife is like, what am I gonna do? She goes, I have another fucking 14 to 15 years of work after you retire. I'm like,
yeah, you're younger, bitch.
Yeah. I said, not my fault.
Yeah.
I said, the kids are going to be gone. Okay. We're going to have more money. We're going to have our own house with everything. The kids are going to be gone. We can go on vacations and shit. You're going to be fucking
in the winter.
She's going to be fucking up there in that amount of time. By the time I retire, she's going to be up there. I'm like, you're going to be able to make your own rules and shit. But guess what? There's going to be times I am going to go on vacation without you. The boys' trip is not going to be 4 days of golf. It's going to be a week and a half somewhere.
I heard a podcast about guys that it's Ari Shafir's podcast called You Be Tripping.
He's funny.
He's great. But he's oh my God. Sorry, guys. Bourbon's back into my life. He's a notorious traveler. But he goes places that he's in there for like a week and then he leaves. But he started interviewing people that were there for like 3 months, 5 months. I think it'd be super fun to go to a place and live there. Like be there for 3 months at the minimum. Go to Puerto Rico, rent a house. You probably gotta get some armed guards. It's cool. It's part of the deal. But go to Puerto Rico. Don't go to a resort. Go to Puerto Rico. Have the armed militia with you, and just go to local bars. Like live there, be there. Like really experience it. Because I think if you go to like Jamaica, you're going to a resort. It's all Americans. You smoke some fake weed, and it's dumb. I think there's something really cool about like going to a place and like actually living there, like spending 3 months being there.
That was a thing we were like talking about going on a family trip here, and kids want to go to Punta Cana,
which is pussy can in Mexican.
Yes, can pussy in a can.
Yeah,
it's like just like getting a 6-pack.
Yeah, that's where spam comes from.
So I was like, they're like, all right, so let's plan on Airbnb. Let's we have to go get groceries. We have to have a car, blah, blah, blah. And then I put that post up on Facebook and everybody was like, you don't want to be off a resort. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, people are like, there are legit fucking armed personnel vehicles outside the resorts.
Yeah.
You don't leave the resort ever. I'm like, why do I want to go there then? Why?
Yeah, I mean, the place we go to in Mexico, you can walk across the street. There's a Starbucks. It's cool. There's a pharmacy, which is really fucking cool.
They have pharmaceuticals there?
Dude.
Do they?
All the guys that I gave pills to behind us at the Michigan game got pills from Mexico. Full on. Cool. At the time I had a surplus. No, I don't. And I'm very regretting how many pills I gave those guys. But yeah, I mean, Mexico is like totally like cartel driven. If you
Really?
go like, yes, 1,000%. The resorts, cartel. The pharmacy across the street, cartel. You want to go get Red Bull, cartel. The armed guards across the street at the Gucci shop, cartel. Like everybody's cartel. Everybody.
How do you get around that? Like,
I stay at the
how do
hotel.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was when we were in Aruba, they're like, they basically gave you no reason to leave the resort.
Well, yeah.
6 5-star restaurants,
right to the airport,
buffets, and everything.
You're running through like total shit to get to the if you
where
Aruba, I imagine.
No.
Okay.
Airport was on the south end. You literally went through all the resorts to get from the airport to whatever. The north side of the islands where all the people live, but there's like a 0 unemployment rate. Everybody works. You're either in construction, you work at the water plant, or you work in the hotel industry. That's it.
Mm-hmm. In Mexico, you land at the airport and you drive through like Kuwait,
the barrio.
Yeah, it sucks.
I went to just before a year or two before Chris and I got together. I went on a cruise that left out of Puerto Rico. San Juan. Left out of San Juan. So we flew from Buffalo, New York City, and then down to
San Juan.
That
makes sense.
On the way home, we went from San Juan to somewhere in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, whatever. We had a little puddle jumper and then whatever. So we flew to San Juan, and we got into a cab, and we headed to we got there a day early. No, we got there the morning of. Our boat left at 7 p.m. and we got in at like real early in the morning or whatever. So we had time in case we had a delay on our plane and everything, which we ended up having because there was a volcano exploded somewhere down there. So when we left New York City, we were like 2 or 3 hours behind because they had to wait for the ash cloud to clear before we could fly through it. And we got landed in San Juan, and then we got into a cab or a shuttle, and it took us down to the port. And we went through the absolute fucking ghetto. Dude. So we were talking to the cabbie, and he spoke pretty good English and everything. We were talking to him, and he was explaining things. He's like, once you get down to the port, it's at the south end, southeast corner of San Juan. They had a big fort down there that you could go visit and everything. He goes, once you get out of where we are, he goes, right now, he goes, this is very bad. No bueno over here. Yeah. And all you saw were fucking sheds and shacks and graffiti and dudes that look sketchy. He goes, you don't come here. You
no gringo.
No gringos.
Yeah.
S in this area. And he's like, don't fucking come here. He goes, don't wander away. He goes, when you're down by the port, he goes, it's a tourist area. They have a senior frogs and hotels and everything. He goes, you're fine there. He goes, just don't come up this way. He goes, stay down at that end of the island, walk around the whole corner. Everything's good. The restaurants, the food, the shopping, you can go to the fort, all the history, everything is cool. He goes, but we drove through the shit of Puerto Rico. I'm like,
yeah.
And that's the way it is in a lot of those countries where you go to. I mean,
everywhere. Yeah.
On one of the islands that we stopped at the cruise, they made about 84 announcements. Do not wear camouflage. No snow camo, no regular camo, no shorts, no skirts, no shirts. Do not wear anything like this. This is a highly militarized island. And there was just fucking Jeeps rolling around with dudes
Oh
in
my
50
God.
cals.
Yeah.
And they all look like Ortez with M4 strapped to their chest, but they come strolling in to give
Is that
shop.
their dicks or the gun?
The whole thing. All of
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Crazy.
The whole package. Except for he had a big ass fucking submachine gun attached to him. And they were like, they kind of look at you and you feel that fucking fear. And they're like, how are you today? You enjoying yourself, enjoying our beautiful island? We're like, yeah, man, this is great.
Kind of
How are
scared.
you
You have a
today? I'm
machine
like,
gun. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of put the fear of God into you for a hot second, and then they were the nicest guys ever. But they were patrolling like a motherfucker on that island. It was Saint something or other. I don't know.
Well, I heard this podcast where it's about like living in the place. Like, let's say we had a 3-month vacation, and day one, you're a tourist.
Day one,
Day one,
one,
day
dos,
tourist.
day three,
Day tres,
day three.
tourist. Day
Yeah.
14. Is that French? I think
I don't
it
know.
is. But the 7th or 8th time you go into a dive bar,
You're almost a regular.
you're
guy.
kind of the guy,
Yeah.
you know? And
You
I
know,
think that's
it's not
where
bad.
you fucking want to,
Yeah.
like, to me, like, taking a vacation, going to a resort, cool, put your feet up, get pampered, room service, cool. Even if I have to work a little bit, sorry. God, I miss you, bourbon, so much. If I have to work a little bit, it's fine. But you're not one with the people. You know, like going to a resort, you're not one with the people.
No,
Even if
you're one with those people. But
what's the
not
place do you
the
like to go to? What's your like go-to spot? Aruba, right?
Aruba. I love it.
So you think that you're one with the people? And
No, we're one with the resort people,
I'm
not
not
the
being
real
accusatory,
people.
but like, let's say that you walk down the beach and you go to a spot near the resort.
Yeah.
You're still not. That's a resort.
Yeah.
You go to the one bar, it's weird. They had ceviche, it was great, and Red Stripe, and we're all fucking whatever. And I'm gonna fuck tonight. It's still the resort.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool to go to like Barcelona, rent a place for like 4 months, and just every night we go to a local bar. We don't
Spend
know
money.
shit. We don't know
Party.
shit. We don't know how to. We can't speak the language.
Yeah.
Dumb Americans. First night. Second night. Dumb Americans. Third night. Dumb Americans. And then fourth night, it's like we start getting the lingo. You know, maricon.
And then next you know, they put you know, here's your beer, and then they put down a shot glass.
That's it. That's
They're
it.
like, here to go, gringo. And then we all cheers, and we have no idea what they're saying, but we are like, yeah.
Yeah. And then by the 5th night, 6th night, 7th night, and then all of a sudden you start getting the lingo down.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to talk, you know?
And next thing you know, we're international arms dealers. We live there.
And then all of a sudden we're doing cocaine in the bathroom, whatever. It's cool. I think that's a way better vacation. Like, to me, a vacation would be a study in like a full-on place.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Your idea of
There's got to be a
good
better word
vacation
for
is
it.
a little different than mine.
Okay, hold on. You're right. Vacation is we go to a spot, don't have to do shit, go to the pool, float around, go to the pool bar, whatever, poker tournament, cool. 3rd, 5th day, it's kind of dumb.
35th day?
3rd or 5th day.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure how long we're there
Kind of
for.
dumb. It's like, you know, after the novelty wears off, after they give you the champagne in the room and whatever, and the towel that looks like an elephant, like, it's kind of dumb. Especially if there's no cool people to be there with.
I mean,
Right.
it was kind of a cool thing that in Aruba, we spent so much time in the casino when we weren't ready to ball. But we had such a good time at the casino. And then the one night, the couple that we'd met, who Krista used to work with the girl's brother, but the girl that we met now does Chris and Aubrey's hair every 6 months.
Nice.
Which is pretty fucking cool. The four of us decided to go off the reservation because they have a little street off the reservation that it was a party district.
But that to me is still resort, right?
It kind of, yes. I mean, we were off the resort. We were out in the main drag where we were hanging out with the locals.
It's
locals were there.
It's still cartel owned.
Whatever, not in Aruba, whatever.
Buddy.
Dude, I don't know. I don't get into it. I really don't care. Anyhow, we were walking on the fucking street. We were going to Hooters. We're going to go to Hooters that night. And all of a sudden we got stopped and we hear our names. Mr. Daryl, Miss Krista. Turn around. It's our fucking dealer from the casino.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-card poker dealer.
Fun.
Who fucking recognized us out on the street on a random night when he's out, not working, having fun with his friends, going to the clubs. And he's like, where are you guys going? We're like, we have no idea. We decided to leave the resort. We're going to go to Hooters.
You pick.
And whatever. And he's like, when you're done, come to Club fucking Miyamo, whatever the fuck it's called down there. I don't know. He's like, I got your drinks. And I was like, well, you're not buying our drinks, dude. We're on vacation.
Sure.
I said, we'll look you up when we come back. And we went and we come back by the bar and he's fucking standing outside. And he's like, hey, Miss Krista, Mr. Dale, come on. We fucking go in there and he introduces all of his friends and everybody's like, he's like, these guys been gambling with me all weekend. They're great. They're tipped. They're awesome people. I'm like,
you don't think
wallet in front pocket? I'm like, these guys are going to roll us. Yes. Pinky Dust Kid Arrow.
Thank you. You don't think that that's a play?
No, dude, I was too drunk to think about it at that moment, but it wasn't. We were sitting on a patio. Yeah, it could have been.
It's a play.
Yeah, but we were with extra people, and we ended up drinking with those guys. And
there's a guy that willingly gives money at a casino.
He took all our money
with incredible abandon. Right,
all my money. Took all my money.
Yeah, and then he's magically on a street that you're at. And then he magically barks you into a bar that you go into.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Could it have been? Sure.
Yeah.
And you know what I did? I did not get a mixed drink. I was like, give me a local beer. And no, I didn't want to get roofied or anything where I got knocked down and fell asleep and they took all my money and everything. I didn't want that. So I got a beer.
Yeah, I think it was
and
good on them.
That's you thinking the worst of people all the time.
That's my job.
Yeah. No, I let it play out.
I think you got played a little bit. And
I'm trying to figure out how we got played though, because we literally bought him and two of his friends a beer. So $12. And that was it.
So he was magically outside of a bar.
You don't think that the people that work in the resorts get days off and they're not allowed to do anything?
No.
And when they do want to do something, okay, yeah, you're definitely fucking conspiracy theorist. You're that guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
So you think the same thing of the casino dealer of when me and my wife were in Aruba as you do our Uber driver who took us to a gas station, bought us all 40-ounce beers, and then took us to Fremont and hung out with us. Same thing? Because it's literally the same situation.
You know what? You're trying to prove me wrong, but I think he probably got a kickback.
They all get kickbacks for that shit.
Sure.
But he paid for them. We didn't pay for them.
I understand.
We bought him a beer. We bought him a drink on Fremont. Whatever.
If he brings us to Fremont and then he hangs out with us on Fremont and he goes, oh, I know this guy. We go into a place. I'm sure he gets some money back.
What place though? Because everywhere on Fremont's a legit Las Vegas casino. It's not a fucking. He didn't take us to Dino's. He didn't take us to this. Now I'm hearing now.
You're right.
The cabbies and Uber drivers will give you a free lift to on your way, they'll stop, extra stop at a dispensary because they get kickbacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think
And he literally stopped at a fucking 7-Eleven, asked us if we wanted beers, bought us fucking beers. You, me, and the two girls that were in there, even got himself one, which he did not open in the car. And he's like, I'm done. You guys mind if I hang out for a bit? We're like, no. We finished our drinks. We bought him a drink at one of the outside bars. And then that was the last we ever saw of him.
Yeah. He led the cattles to the call.
We were going to Fremont anyhow, motherfucker.
I know, but
you're the worst.
The spot that he got us to, I'm sure he might have got a kickback.
From 7-Eleven?
No, the spot he dropped us off to.
Which was Fremont. He literally parked on the side of Fremont. We got off underneath Slotzilla. We're on the east side of Fremont where it began.
That's it. Slotzilla.
I think we didn't go on Slotzilla.
I think it would be cool to go to a place like a town and just fucking hang out for a little bit. Airbnb it, not be part of a resort. Just
part of a what?
Be there. Resort.
I think that would be fun too. Like if I ever got to the point where we could take a 30-day vacation somewhere.
Yeah.
Go to, I don't give a fuck, Italy, Sweden,
sure.
Something like that, and run a house.
First couple of days, you feel like a tourist.
You feel it out. Yes, we go to different places. We spread it around. We got to spread it around. We want to try different places, different restaurants, different bars, different scenes, whatever. And then you just find your niche / niche.
I would say,
and we end up going to maybe the same bar every night. And the bartenders, he's like, I've seen you guys 5-6 nights. What's up? And like, we're here for 30 days. We're looking for a place to call home and drink. It's close to where we are. And whatever. And next thing you know,
then you're an all-star.
We're in the mafia. We're running drugs, illegal arms.
Dude, in Sweden? Have you seen Sweden girls? Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't go there.
I could.
I want to.
Well, I've seen Swedish guys' dicks, and even if they fuck an American, it's not going to be good. No.
For who?
Oh, for them. Yeah, for me, awesome.
Oh, okay.
Crush it. For them, sans crush it.
I still want to go to that Ice Castle Hotel thing.
I think we should.
I still think that needs to get on a docket as a bucket list. Do you? Speaking of that, do you have a bucket list? Per se, not that you actually have one. Do you have? You're like, oh fuck, hang on a second. And you pull out a fucking piece of paper and it's got 10 things you want to do. Do you have a
yes,
list
I do.
of things that you kind of want to do?
Yeah, I'd love to go to Paris.
Before you get going, I have a question.
Yep.
Have you constructed it recently?
No, never. This is all hypothetical. Jeez.
No. Have you put your bucket list together recently? Within the last 6, 7, 8 years, have you decided that these are the things I want to do? Or is this things that you're going back
off the cuff
since
right
you
now?
Might have been 17 that you wanted to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Number one, go to Paris and not do touristy shit. Yeah. Go to Paris and find the bars that Hemingway was at.
Touristy shit.
F. Fitzgerald. It's hard to say. Say that.
F. Scott.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, F. Scott Fitzgerald.
F. Scott Fitzpatrick.
James Joyce. Like, there's still places that they drank at. They can go to. I would like to do that. Go to the Eiffel Tower? No. Louvre? No. Don't give a shit. I want to go to Paris and just walk in the footsteps of these people that actually rewrote all of literature in the 20s. I think it'd be amazing. Oh. I think that'd be cool. What's the next one? I think running with the bulls would be fun.
Remember a couple years ago we were on that.
We were, and then I tore my ACL. I think we could do it.
Yeah, you were fucking all about it. There's things I like. I want to
get to the front of the line, and you're good.
Well, I don't need to be. I don't need to outrun everyone. I just need to outrun a couple people.
Sure,
that's all you got to do.
Take some guys, Spanish head, and just fucking throw it down.
Kick their fucking knee and just keep running.
He gets his asshole violated by a fucking bull. It's not my problem. Yeah. We were there.
You got to have your fucking head on a swivel though, because you got to know you're obviously going to hear the roar, and you're going to know that motherfucker's close.
No,
then it's like
end pen.
You fucking. Well, I don't think we're going to make it to the end. At some point, we're going to have to jump on the fucking rail.
You go to the start. You go to the beginning of the line. We're old.
Yeah. They're going to sacrifice us
like
first.
Near the bulls, young bucks.
They're like, yeah.
What would be like? We're old. We're American. Whatever. And then the second you get to a line,
can you imagine just running? So they put the older people up here, young people back here, and then the bulls here, and boom, and everybody starts running. So we're gonna get the young kids are gonna start coming, and they're gonna catch us. And at some point, we're gonna have to jump onto a rail.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like looking over your shoulder and say, "All right, that motherfucker's leaning right. I'm gonna jump on the left rail." You jump up there, and that cocksucker comes at you, and you get a horn right in your butthole, and you get launched. And you're like,
yeah, but the story
this fucking
would be
close
so good.
Making it, and then you're dead. You're dead.
You're not dead.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Running the bulls sounds cool. I want to do the Flutog thing. I think that would be the funnest fucking thing ever. But we did talk about this on Facebook posts. You cannot be under the influence of alcohol, which rules you and I out, which is stupid. Because if we're going to be part of it,
no, hold on.
I want to. I don't know how that works. Yeah, that day.
Yeah. Okay. So
we can go out all night, get all fucked up. I mean, we can't be like still blowing a 0.19 in the morning. Like a 0.11, we'd probably be good.
Sure.
We could play off being sober.
Yeah. Or we can be like, no, we're just the managers. And then
but the problem with that is it's in a foreign fucking country, so passports and all that shit. We somehow have to build this thing, our flying machine.
That's our
and we have to ship it over there. All that costs buku.
That's the hard part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like what, 50 grand?
Yeah. For
easy.
And we both know that whatever we build in our minds is gonna be the fucking, it's gonna float all the way to the end. We're gonna win.
Sure.
But in reality, it's gonna last 4 seconds
Yeah.
and go fucking straight down into the water, which is like a 40-foot drop, and we're both gonna get concussed and just be floating there in the water. Hopefully rescued by the Swedish bikini team.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that. I wouldn't say that's on my bucket list.
Something like that is on mine. I want to do something. I want to do some sort of extreme thing like that. I don't want to bungee jump off a building or a mountain. I don't want to do those swings through the cliffs. I don't want to base jump. I can't do any of that shit because I'm going to have a heart attack.
Bucket list shit.
But I mean, just like there's places I want to go. Like, I want to go to like Monaco. I don't want to wear a fucking black ties, tuxedo, and gamble, fucking 200 grand all the time. I'd like to go to Monaco, but be able to enjoy myself and just see the absolute stupidity of money there. And
I would like to go to Monaco and have a place for 30 days.
Here we go.
And just go to dive bars and hang out.
I am going to sell you this right now. There are no dive bars in Monaco.
There
None.
Has to be.
There's not.
There has to be.
There's not. There's not.
You looked into this.
Yes, there's not. Do you know what Monaco is, dude?
No.
It is literally heaving with the money. You don't.
Okay, so
There's no dive bars.
so
You
where
are
do
not
people
getting a
that
Busch
serve
Light or a
George
Coors Light.
Clooney fucking pierced up fucking grapefruits? Where do those guys go to drink? I want to go there. I want to live in Monaco. I think we should live in places.
I have
I'd say 60 days minimum. Go to a place, get an Airbnb, get your food from the local people.
yeah.
Be one of the people.
Yeah.
I don't care if I see George Clooney. I can see George Clooney on fucking my TV.
I don't need to hobnob with these motherfuckers.
No.
I don't want to live like them.
What are you gonna do? You should vote Democrat because
I want to go to I do want to go to a nice hotel. I do want to go to a place like Monaco. I'm not saying Monaco
on
or
the list. I think Ice Hotel would be on my list.
it would definitely be. It's on my list. I want to go, and I hate being cold, but I think that would be a fucking insane experience to do. I want to go to a huge DJ festival.
I have that.
The one we're going to is not going to be huge.
It's huge.
It's not huge. It's not huge. It's not Perucaville. It's not Tomorrowland. It's not Ultra. It's not EDC Vegas, whatever. Those are the fucking big dogs. This is a.
So you want to go to EDC Vegas?
Sure. It's held at the Speedway. But I would like to go to like Perucaville over in like fucking Germany or some shit. I would like to go to one of these in a foreign country, you know?
Bucket list, Oktoberfest. In Germany.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool too. I'd have a hard time drinking the beers, but they're a little heavier than I'm used to, but I can survive.
It'd be fun. That'd be on the list.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, I have a few. Like, I don't have a real one.
Like, I don't care about Hawaii. Like a
No,
lot of
I would love to go there. I don't care about it though.
Yeah, but when you look at like how long it takes for you to get to Hawaii,
that's the problem, dude. That's a 2-week vacation.
Oh, easy.
Because anybody that's gonna do that
there
in
for
a week,
real 7 days.
Yeah, anybody that's doing that for a week or whatever, you're what are you doing? Why are you rushing back to work? Why?
If you live in LA, Hawaii is easy.
Yeah, I took a week and a half off just to go to fucking Savannah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But
I'd like to go see like history. Me, I love to go see like the Coliseum.
Something like that would be cool. Not on my bucket list, but if I was ever able to have a chance to go, I'd like to go.
I'd like to go walk by it.
Yeah,
not tour it because whatever, but. Like all these people that, we went to this place and we saw the Sistine Chapel. Like, I don't know if I care about that.
I wouldn't give a fuck about it. I mean, it's neat in its own right. And I respect the fact
I mean, you're literally, 18 feet away, 26 feet away from where Da Vinci painted something.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
But to me, if I walk by it, I'm like, he was in there. And he painted something. I
have no desire to go to the Louvre, you know? Art doesn't do anything for me. But if I end up going to visit, I don't even know where the fucking Louvre is.
It's in Paris.
Paris. If I was end up in Paris and had a chance to do it, just to say I went, I would do that. But
if somebody said, like, hey, do you want to go see the Mona Lisa? Or do you want to spend a couple weeks in the outskirts of France and be a regular at a bar and make all these friends.
Yeah.
I would say, I'm going to put my time in that one.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like the
Dude, how cool would it be to go to some place like that or in France or like Italy and you'd go to like a major town or whatever, but you'd stay outside in the outskirts.
That's it.
And you'd be there for 3 weeks. And like you said, you have a house and you go to the market and you get all this fresh food and everything.
Sure.
You buy wine from the people that make the wine and everything. And you show up there day after day after day. And these people, you get to a rapport with these people. And eventually you kind of like you said, you make friends with somebody and they're like,
that's it.
We're like, hey man, we're leaving next week. whatever. We had a great time. It was phenomenal meeting you. You guys are the best people
If you
ever.
ever come
You know,
to
if anybody, if we ever know of people coming here, we will definitely try to put them in touch with you.
Mhm.
You know, whatever. And they're like, hey man, you want to come back in next year? We will put you up in our place, and
Sure.
like, you know, it's half price, and we won't charge you anything. It's like, okay, we just made a connection with somebody.
That's a
That
friend.
would be fucking cool.
That's a friend.
I'd rather
I'd rather work to have a friend than go to some resort somewhere.
Yeah. I mean,
where like they treat you like you're their friend, but they don't give a flying fuck about
places
you.
I'd rather be on a resort, and that's in fucking shitty countries like the Dominican,
I
Puerto
still
Rico,
think
Mexico. I want to be on a resort. I'm not going to make friends with the people outside of that. I'm sorry, I'm not. You put me over in Europe, and in Italy, and in France, and Sweden, and all those places, I want to hang out with the locals.
my favorite thing to do would be if I had a bucket list for us, it'd be to do a live podcast in the 10 oldest bars in America, or 10 oldest bars in the world.
That is going to require a ton of capital, which this podcast is never going to generate.
I'll put $100,000 on it.
All right, done.
But there are some places that have been a bar.
Oh, Doge is sinking. What the fuck?
God damn it. Tony Hinchcliffe is fucking our shit up.
Dude, we were good.
We were
4+X the other day.
Then some goddamn comedian had to say that Puerto Ricans have babies.
No, he didn't. He said
they
Puerto Rico's
do.
a fucking floating pile of garbage in the Pacific or Atlantic Ocean or whatever the fuck it is.
He's not wrong.
Oh, like, all right, 10.
I have Puerto Rican friends that say, if you go there with me, you're going to have to spend some money.
Are we doing them in the world or in America? Your choice.
I'd say world.
World. Bang.
Also,
okay.
I'll text my Netflix guy right now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here they are.
Okay.
Here are the AI has given me the 10 oldest bars in the world. Sean's Bar, Athlone, Ireland.
Done.
White Horse Tavern, Newport, Rhode Island. Okay. U.S.
Been there.
That's great. Jean Latif's Blacksmith Shop, New Orleans. Okay.
Been there.
So we have, all right, keep track of this.
Okay.
2 America, 1 foreign.
Okay.
Okay. The Broad Axe Tavern, Ambler, Pennsylvania. So 3-1.
3-1. Never been there.
Okay. Barnesboro Inn, Sewell, New Jersey. 4-1.
There's no fucking way.
Dates back to 1720. All right. So, all right, hang on.
There are bars that date back to the 1500s, dude.
The building, okay, so Sean's Bar in Ireland back to the 10th century. White Horse Tavern in Rhode Island, serving guests since 1673.
100 for Ghost. It was awesome.
Sean Latif's Blacksmith Shop in Louisiana, built between 1722.
1700s, yeah.
Yep, okay. Broad Axe Tavern in Pennsylvania, dates back to 1681. All right, Barnesboro Inn, Sewell, New Jersey. Inn dates back to 1720. Okay. Jessup's Tavern, Newcastle, Delaware. Tavern dates back to 1724.
So we're even right now.
No, we're no.
There's only 1 foreign in America. Okay.
These are okay. So there's 9 American ones and 1 foreign one.
Yeah.
And oldest bars in the world.
Sure.
Jessups Tavern, Newcastle, Delaware, 1724. Logan Inn, New Hope, Pennsylvania. 1727. Red Fox Inn, Middleburg, Virginia, dates back to 1728. Mike's York Street Bar and Grill, Warminster, Pennsylvania. This bar dates back to 1734. New
Dude.
Boston Inn, Sandusfield, Massachusetts. This inn dates back to 1737.
That list couldn't be more fucked.
What do you mean?
There are bars way older.
Okay. Well,
In
dude,
the world.
that was the AI fucking first things. Hang on.
AI is retarded.
Yeah. Well, keep using it because you love it so much.
No, I don't.
Okay. Here we go. Here is a list of the 10 oldest bars in the world.
Okay.
Herberg. I cannot pronounce this because it has
Sure.
consonants that should not be together. Vlissing. Year founded 1515. Location is Bruges, Belgium. Active? Yes.
Might go there.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting facts. Whoops. Oldest bar in Belgium. Recently celebrated 500 years in business.
Amazing.
Is protected historical monument in the country. Also serves coffee and food.
Oh, good.
Okay. Al Brindisi. Year founded 1435. Location Ferrara, Italy. Still active? Yes. Adds pictures. Eating close to whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hang on. Place is still open, serving both wine and beers to tourists and local. Interesting facts. Oldest wine bar in the world.
What?
Oldest wine bar.
Amazing.
Okay. Galileo was rumored to frequent this wine bar. Copernicus once lived there.
Sick.
History.
Mistake.
Okay.
Because he said that the world revolved around the sun, not vice versa.
Not
That's
vice
cool.
versa, yeah. Brauhaus Sion.
Germany. Big in Germany.
Founded 1318. It says CE. Everything is CE. I'm not sure what CE stands for. Celestial event. Sure. Location, Cologne, Germany.
Okay.
Still active? Yes. Okay. Not too many pubs have seen the amount of history this place has. Bombed by Allied bombers in World War II. Had to be demolished and reconstructed so it could remain a business. Big setback, blah, blah, blah. Interesting facts. Was bombed during World War II and subsequently rebuilt. Can hold over 600 guests. Has her own brewery, bar, and also serves food. Okay. That was number 8. This one should tickle your fancy. Kytellers, Kyteler, in.
Sure.
Year founded 1263.
There we go.
Kilkenny, Ireland.
There it is.
Still active.
Yeah.
Yes. Although it technically wasn't established until 1324.
Oh.
Okay, fuck off.
Yeah.
Billion years ago.
I'm out.
After being founded by Alice de Kyteler, the owner was soon condemned as witchcraft and condemned to death. However, she was immediately fled the country before being executed. Okay, so you're fucking loving this.
Yep.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, interesting facts. National Bar Awards Tourist Bar of the Year for 2013 and 14.
There you go.
Back. Underwent a major refurbishment during the 60s. The founder was the first person condemned for witchcraft. Okay. You're immediately hard.
Totally in on that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, not my gang, but I would enjoy actually being able to do something like that. Okay. Kind of cool.
Have a beer there. Great.
I'm not a fucking history buff. I enjoy hearing about it. I don't mind it. Ye Old Man in Scythe.
Scotland?
Scythe. Scythe. Scythe.
Where the fuck is Scythe?
I thought it was a. Is that the fucking? Oh, that's a sickle.
Hey Siri. Where is Scythe?
No, what is a scythe? What is? What is? Not where is. What is?
Hold on. Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
What is a scythe? Scythe is an agricultural hand tool for moving grass or reaping crops.
Yeah, it's like almost like a sickle, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. All right. All right. So year founded 1251 CE.
Done.
Location Bolton, UK. That would be the United Kingdom for you fucking peasants.
Yep.
Still active? Yes. All right. So we are halfway through the list, and all of them are actively a bar.
In.
When
Totally.
you're one of the oldest pubs in recorded history, you're bound to be part of history. This pub was the site that John Stanley, the Earl of Derby, was executed here. It was owned by his family at the time. He was in this pub the night before he was beheaded for his part in the Bolton massacre when 1,600 people lost their life.
There? Hey,
Yes,
Siri,
Uh-huh.
give me the history of Scythe, UK.
bro. That's you're completely retarded on this.
What? Why?
Because you're not asking the right question.
Okay.
Still
sorry.
today, a chair is marked off as a location where James Stanley sat just moments before being taken outside to be executed.
Dude. For
Interesting
sure.
facts. The exact founding date has been lost in history. Founded on the later site of James Stanley's execution, one of the oldest public houses in the UK. All right.
Wow.
Number 5. We're
That's-
halfway home.
That is on my list.
That is fucking sick, though.
Yeah.
The Brazen Head. You're founded 1193 CE.
I'll say England,
Where?
London.
Eh,
Really?
Yeah, Dublin, Ireland.
Ah.
Still active? Yes. Oh, that's a pretty fucking cool looking building. It's fucking old as fuck. This place is so old. The man who stole from the rich and gave to the poor apparently once got drunk here. Robin Hood, the famed and often fictionalized character from history, apparently made this pub his sanctuary for a fun night. This fact can hardly be confirmed. Best tales. However, this pub is commonly regarded as Ireland's oldest pub. Interesting facts. Robin Hood allegedly drank here.
Nice.
Some claim this place isn't as old as advertised.
Sure.
Many famous clients have drunk here. Here you go. Here's your list,
Ooh-wee.
including, and there's a lot of these guys' names: James Joyce,
Done.
Brendan
Love it.
Behan, Jonathan Swift,
Yep.
Robert Emmett, Wolfe Tone, Daniel O'Connell, Michael Collins, Van Morrison, Garth Brooks, and much more. The list went from old to like all of a sudden,
Yeah,
new people
James
like Van
Joyce,
Morrison.
literally one of the best writers of all time, to
Mhm.
Garth Brooks and two
Yeah.
people. Cool.
All right. Number 4 on the oldest bars. And this is good news. Ye Old Trip to Jerusalem. Adam, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all with that comment.
That's good.
Ye Old Trip to Jerusalem. Year founded 1189 CE. I wish I would knew. I'd love to know what CE stands for. I mean, it's like
Okay. So CE versus AD versus whatever.
BC, right?
Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
what does CE stand for when we're talking about dates? Common era.
Okay, so common era, which is literally AD, right? So you're founded 1189. Location Nottingham, UK. Still active?
So in.
Yes.
Nice.
So we're 7 for 7. Name of the pub is confusing to the common tourist when you consider this pub was around for the Third Crusade. you might receive some clarity as where the name came from. Okay. Legends had it their crusaders would stop here on their way to liberate the Holy Land, which of course later would be unsuccessful. That means many people made this one of their last drinking experiences before dying in
Holy
battle.
fucking shit.
Interesting facts. The exact date of this pub founding is questionable. Allegedly founded right when the Third Crusade began.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
All
So
right.
it's probably somebody's house.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me go back. They got pictures of all this shit. I'll send you this.
God damn it. I'm
It
so
literally looks like a house. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit albeit a pretty good sized house.
sure.
In
But he had
photo.
beer.
Yeah. Mead.
He's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're gonna
So
go.
this one I'm gonna fucking butcher. Number 3 on our list. Gasthaus zum Rheinsen. I fucking nailed it. Okay. Fingers, McGee. Gasthaus zum Rheinsen. Fucking
Let me
nailed
guess.
it, dude.
It's in
Founded 1150 CE and where?
Germany.
Miltenberg, Germany.
Nice.
Still active? Yes. Holy fuck, this place literally looks like a fucking gigantic German Airbnb. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stories. Okay. It's rare you find a pub, restaurant, hotel. Oh shit, you can stay. You can
Nice.
pub, restaurant, hotel.
Okay,
It's been visited by a wide array of people throughout existence. Pub dates back
Please
to
say Hitler.
50.
Please say Hitler.
It has been visited by a diverse group of people. This includes names like Elvis Presley,
Cool.
Napoleon Bonaparte,
Fuck.
Charles IV, Gustavus Adolphus, for
Don't care.
example.
Don't care.
This place has also had several landlords and sentenced to death for witchcraft. Sentenced to death is highlighted in blue, which takes me to a link that will. Okay. So he's got a badass history. Interesting facts. Serves as a pub, restaurant, and hotel. Oldest pub in Germany. Has been visited by several royal family members throughout the years, including 2 Holy Roman emperors and Napoleon Bonaparte. Like other pubs this old, the exact founding date is questionable / debated. That was number 8. Number 2 on the list. We're going back from 10 to 1. The Bingley Arms. You're founded. I think we're going back in time.
English.
You're founded 953 CE. Location Bardsley, UK.
Okay.
This place looks like it's been mad updated. Still active? Yes. 9 for 9, Chris. 9 for 9. Okay.
Okay.
All these bars we've mentioned up to this point, we can go to and drink. The Irish Pub's oldest bar and restaurant that is located on the modern day British Isles, dating all the way back when aggressive factions of Vikings.
Are you Sean Connery?
Yeah. Aggressive factions of Vikings were still invading the modern day UK.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Today, the food at the restaurant still receives awards for its products, dating back to 950. Some people think this pub has been around since 905. This means the crusaders that survived the historic conflict could have once returned to this pub to have a drink and a meal to tell war stories. Interesting facts. The oldest pub located in the British Isles, founded before England had its first king. Vikings would have been able to come here. Features alcohol that comes from all over the world. All right. So that is 9 of the 10 oldest bars in the world. Number 1 on the list, also number 10 on our list, just because of the way we're going. You know this place. You may have drank here. If you haven't, you are getting a boner for this place because you mentioned it before.
Checkers.
Vinny's Sports Bar. 2704 Clint Street. Sean's Bar.
Yeah. England, UK.
Year founded 900
Mhm.
CE. Location Athlone, Ireland.
Ireland.
Smells like fucking potatoes. Still
Ireland?
active? Yes. So we are 10 for 10 on every one of these bars being open for us to go to and drink.
Okay.
And your $100,000 trip package is not even going to do any of this any good.
All right. So
If you want
soft
to have,
pitch.
hang on. Let me
Soft
finish
pitch.
this and we can talk.
Okay.
Hang on. If you want to have a drink in what could be the oldest pub in the world, Sean's Bar, known simply as Sean's, should be at the top of your list. Located in Ireland, serving alcohol, playing dancehall music longer than any other known establishment. Guinness Book of World Records is listed as Sean's Bar as the oldest pub in Europe, using archaeological, fucking, you cannot say fucking, there's nobody with a liberal arts degree. Archaeological, fucking
There
nailed
you go.
it.
That's good.
Evidence. It's so old that the popular historical site Athlone Castle, which dates back to 1129, was built hundreds of years afterwards. Interesting facts. The oldest pub in Europe holds precise records of all the pub's historical owners, which I've heard that before. Was
Yep.
built before the famous neighboring Athlone Castle, could very well be the oldest standing pub in the world. And that, sir, is the end of the list.
All right. Soft pitch.
I am going to share and send to you this. Bing,
Okay.
bong, boom. Done.
Nice.
Done.
So, two notorious drinkers. Us. They have a podcast. Us. We go and we entertain the oldest bars in the world.
I love your enthusiasm and I love that idea. Honestly, it's not my cup of tea to go to
One
most
pint per
places.
place.
No, dude, we're going never not having one.
No, we're turning it down.
And honestly, I think it would be the coolest thing ever if this podcast was able to generate some sort of revenue and we had some sort of cult following and we were able to do bigger things. If we were to say we are taking this show over the course of 2 years and we were going to do a hour-long podcast
Mm-hmm.
at the 10 oldest bars in the world,
Mm-hmm.
which are all across the pond. A bunch of them are in, like kind of in the same
Sure.
concentration of an area. So we could do it and be able to interview current owners and staff. I mean, we'd have to dial this in.
Yeah.
To do it the right way. We couldn't do it like this.
Guy Fieri.
Or like, listen,
Yeah.
motherfuckers, we are.
Tell us about the history, this,
Yeah,
that,
we're
whatever.
a
And
couple
then
times-
we
we want to
fucking
sit here and
violent.
drink beers at this place. We're gonna have a camera. We're gonna have a camera guy and a sound guy, or a girl, whatever. Somebody can come with us.
Anthony Bourdain's in that shit at these pubs. Eat the food and get drunk and stream it all. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, Adam's talking about the oldest bar is in Colorado is 1879. Dude, fuck off. If it doesn't begin with a 12 or under, we don't want to hear about it.
Or a CE after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. How cool would it be to be able to do that shit? Stay in that town for 3 days. Do a podcast one day.
First night, go in.
Go in.
Hold on. First night, go in.
Yes. Drink. Talk.
Nothing.
Have a good time. Yep.
Second night, go in, set up, film it.
Yeah.
Third night, go in.
Repeat
and
day
say,
one.
We're sorry.
Yeah. Apologize.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the coolest thing to fucking do. That probably would beat the Afro Man podcast.
Weirdest title, working title. Chris and Daryl drink the world.
Well, not really the world, basically just the UK, right?
Yeah. Hold on. And then there's the oldest bars in America. Season 2.
Yeah. Oh,
there we go.
Temperature must be dropping. I'm getting
There we
cold
go.
down here. Yeah.
There we go.
So, all right. Let's make it happen. Cap. I also liked your idea about fucking renting a camper and driving down Route 66. I mean, my wife will never, ever, ever let that happen. And rightfully so. But if we were to legit have a shot to just say in the coming years,
hold on.
Coming years, we are able to get us a somewhat of a sponsor, maybe 2, get enough subscribers to push ads via YouTube or Twitch or whatever,
Sure.
and to generate some sort of income. And then we had a benefactor dump a bunch of money in and just say, hey, we are going to go to these bars. And I honestly, the wives can come.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck. You guys want to come on a cool vacation?
Sure.
We're going to go. But here's what's going to happen. We're going to day 1. We're going to go in, scouting report. We're going to go in. We're going to drink. We're going to talk to the owners. Hey, we're doing the podcast. We already have this set up because we're going to reach out to
You're already okay.
Where can we set it up? And what do you guys need? We literally just need a table. We have everything. And we just need a little bit of room. That's all.
Okay. Season 1, oldest. Season 2, oldest in America. Season 3, 66. Dude, we just
Season
mapped
3.
out.
The adults go RVing.
Yeah.
The adults fucking rolling RV tour.
We have a staff.
Down 66. At that point, we'd have to. And we'd legit need somebody with a fucking computer sitting there just hammering questions and answers so we can be like, I mean, even like the 2 bears. They're like, have you heard this story? And the guy's like, you got to fucking, in the Dune. You can see them looking over. They have a huge TV screen. Yeah. And have like that.
I have a guy here that would do that.
Why not?
Why not? I do. He's just like so black. Well, we should probably. Oh my god. I can hear Daryl peeing. Yeah, that can't be part of the episodes. So we'll go to Netflix. Oh God, can't speak.
I love talking about hypothetical shit. I mean, all this would be the fucking.
I'm telling you right now, I would watch this on Netflix. 2 assholes.
Well, the problem is, I mean,
oldest bars in the world.
As great as it would be to be able to push it live while it's happening,
no,
it'd be also better to just be able to record it and
it's a show.
Have somebody fucking edit it and make it good, make it better. Live or no?
So,
live and uncut?
Not live. Not live.
Sure.
Maybe we do a podcast about our experience before it goes, but we stagger it.
Okay.
There it is. So we go to the oldest bars in the world. They film it, get the can. It's all good. You know, we have the beers, whatever. And then we do a little fucking 30-minute episode where we can't talk about specifics, but we just talk about shit.
Like, do we record that in the hotel room or something?
Yeah.
Or on the balcony.
Let's say there's a fucking all-star guy at the bar that's a fucking drunk. We're going to bring him into the podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And he's the guy. So
like in the obviously we're going to reach out to these places well ahead of time.
Way ahead.
Set this up. Okay, cool. Do you have who is your best bartender?
Yes.
Like we need just 10 minutes of him. We want to talk to him
or her,
or her, whatever. Just talk us through everything. Tell me some stories.
It was a history.
Whatever. We want the owner. We want you to sit down. We want to talk to you
Dude, this is the
mostly.
Guy Fieri of being drunk.
Yeah. And then do you have a character? Do you have a regular? Do you have a
Oh, yeah.
hammered person that's there
Wild
again?
guy.
And then give them 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And, you know, honestly, the language barrier is going to be fucking incredible. It's going to be like watching Eurotrip.
English.
It's going to be watching Eurotrip. They all talk. They got marbles in their mouth, asshole.
We're all good, man.
It's going to be watching Eurotrip. The guys on the fucking bus. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be hilarious.
That's a show.
Yeah.
I would watch that shit on Netflix.
But the best part is we are going to have the new earbuds that decipher 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. That decipher like 100 and some languages.
Easy.
We're going to have those.
Easy peasy.
So when they're talking, we can legit understand exactly what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be like, these are my people. You're like, yeah, because you both speak the same language when you're fucking hammered. That's normal for them.
We legit have 3 seasons mapped out. Number 1.
This has got to happen before we die.
Oldest ever. Number 2.
So those 10. Oldest in the United States.
Yeah. Then we go UK, US.
Yes. And then the last one, dive bars along Route 66.
Yeah. And okay, season 4. I got you right now. Sketchiest.
What do you mean by that? Where?
Like the weirdest ones in the America.
So we're gonna end up at like neo-Nazi bars. We're gonna end up at fucking Hell's Angels bars. Now, I'm good with not doing season 4.
Oh, season 4 is you really gotta get.
No, we're good. We're good at 3. I think 3 is a fucking
3 seasons, easy out.
Yeah. Buku bucks. Netflix is picking this up. I mean, Netflix buys everything, right?
They
hey,
something.
Nobody's done this. Nobody.
I know, dude. And like literally, Netflix is starving for talent.
Yeah, we're not the talent they want, but we're the talent they need. Dude, I'm an hour over. What the fuck?
All right, yeah.
Oh, that was. Oh my. All right, cool. That was 7 hours ago.
All right, we're out.
That was interesting. I'd be down with that. That'd be a fun fucking thing to do. If my wife would allow me, I could get away from my family. That's a lot of trips
per season. Easy, like up front, we get $100,000. Easy. We can do it. But then it fuels the podcast. You know?
Yeah. I mean, at some point we have to
at some point
be monetized.
Yeah, at some point,
you know,
how we are is going to interfere with corporate America.
Corporate America is not going to enjoy us
because we have a backlog.
Yeah, they're going to go back and see what has happened and really, yeah, we can't have these guys. I'm like, but that was when we were a little more immature. Like right now, we're like, we want to go mainstream.
We should go instead of
you guys have a past. I'm like, fuck
we'll go to like who's that guy? Like the Jewish guy,
Jerry Seinfeld.
No, he is Jewish. Okay, we can't think anymore.
Rabbi something?
No, okay. Ben
Stiller.
Ben, nope. Ben Shapiro. Yeah, nice. You can't have all like bullshit like Trump's bad, Kamala's shit, and Trump's awesome and all this shit. He needs some like fluff. He's building his own network. We could be the guy. We could be the drunk part. We could be the comedy part of the network.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
All right, so we pitched this to Kumia's network. He
No,
goes, all right.
No, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
The podcast should definitely be on Kumia's network.
Okay, so we do that. And he's like, okay, these guys have got some funny shit. They're there, but they're not. They got to get over the hump. And
Sure.
then we say, hey, we are going to take this podcast and go back and watch what we did with Afro Man.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do that at the 10 oldest bars in the world, which are all in Europe.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. And then we are going to bring the Afro Man journalism and our drunken stupidity from X amount of years ago.
Yeah.
And fucking.
And go to America.
We're going to put it together.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a fucking hit. And then one episode in, when they get the raw cut before it's edited, they're like, you guys are going to do this 9 more times? We're like, yeah. Like, okay. Well, here's $1 million up front. And we're like, G4, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, 5 million. Yeah. Now we have leverage.
Yeah. And then all my wife needs is a couple Michael Kors purses.
Sure.
She's going to be happy as fuck.
Yeah. And we get to go drink in the oldest bars in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, I think.
How many people can say they've drank all beer in the 10 oldest bars in the world? Probably not many.
I mean, in America, I'm at 3 out of 100.
Yeah. I don't know. As long as Finney's is on that list, I'm at 0.
It's not. Yeah. So, yeah. But I think
the place in Vegas doesn't count, stupid.
I think getting there, the travel, like the bullshit, and then also doing a podcast at the spot,
yeah,
would be fucking amazing.
That would be kind of cool. I'd be into that. So,
all right, we'll get out of here.
See, yeah, I gotta fucking go wake up my wife, go to bed. I gotta pack. Fuck, I gotta be up.
I have to go not wake up my wife. I'm gonna sleep on a mattress on the floor. So hey,
yeah, I gotta be up at 6 hours, which is 6 hours more sleep than I would ever get if I can fall asleep right now, which I can't.
Cool. All right. We're out of here. Later, G's.
You're welcome for Halloween pod. Ended up being pretty good. This last episode, I like nobody's watching it, but
productive.
It's productive.
Productive.
We have legs.
We have spirit.
We have momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could
I do know somebody at Netflix. I know somebody that knows somebody at Netflix.
Okay, well, all right. We got a slight end here. So
okay. They're looking for content. And God bless it. Netflix is shit right now.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, just
real?
Hey, like conspiracy theorists, you throw enough shit at the wall, something might stick.
Sure.
This could stick. This could stick.
This could be a flat earth.
They'd be like, all right, we're paying for your travel, paying for your expenses.
Mm-hmm.
We have like, I don't want to give up Final Cut on like editing, but I'm like, you guys do what you got to do, but we still want a little bit of input. I mean, we're not saying that you guys got to go the bull. We say, no, that's fine. You guys know the business and whatever, but I'm like, there might be an edgy line or something in there, but like, you got to keep that because that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Do you want to give them Final Cut? You want to give that up? I don't know if you can.
No, I think.
But I want to have a say.
Yeah.
That's all. Just give me a seat at the table. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. 60-40.
Yeah. Sure. Just give us a say. And if you can talk us down, then great. Good for you. And we agree.
Like if we're in Dublin and we're at the oldest bar in Dublin and we get kind of fucking the way I get.
There we go. Thank you for
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it gets more funny after that. If it gets like shit after that, then just cut it.
Yeah.
But if it gets more funny after that, dude.
We also get all the copies. Anything, the whole thing, we get a copy of. Just so we can have it. Because we're like, yo, we had a fucking hilarious line that Netflix put on the floor. And they're like, well, what was it? And we're like,
no, so the
God,
podcast is separate from the production.
How?
Just has to be.
How is it separate?
So the production is like filmed, walking through the city, explaining the history and parts of the podcast. It's all fine. If they omit parts of the podcast, that's cool. But the podcast that we have is ours.
Okay, whatever. You know how that
So
works.
if some old asshole is like talking about how fucking the Germans are a bunch of cunts and, you know, Anne Hathaway's cunt stinks, like we're going to keep that in on the podcast. So it's separate.
Okay.
No, I think Anne Hathaway's vagina smells like cotton candy. That's just my theory.
Yeah. Wow, that was an interesting episode. Adam, thank you for all your posts about Colorado, because we don't give a fuck about Colorado. And we know you live there and you vote third party, and oh my God, good for you. Whatever.
I think that it'd be fun to see in season 2 the oldest bars in America. Be great.
Yeah.
McSorley's, New York. George Washington had his like final.
Hey, the good thing about like doing the oldest bars, the 10 oldest bars, we don't have to go in order because it would be like so much of this.
Yeah.
Just when you get to Ireland and there's 3 of them there, we bang those out. When when you go to Germany, there's 2, we bang those out. In the UK, there's 4, get those done. And then there's 1 over out of the fucking way in the British Isles. Okay, that's the first or last one, whatever.
Yep.
But it's obviously not going to take place over fucking
we're not going to
weeks.
Like Russia and then going down to fucking the Bahamas.
Yeah, we're not going to Stalingrad and then ending up in fucking the Caribbean.
God knows we don't like to fly. So if we can go to
it's just like Euro trip. It's a nothing commute.
Yeah. They're all interlocking islands.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be fun, man.
That would be cool. I'd be down with that. Like I said, I'm not a huge history guy, but I don't mind learning about it.
I love it. I love the history.
Yeah.
We're going to be in some place that, hypothetically, a guy for the Crusades got beheaded in the
next day. The next day.
Like, what are we doing?
Legit sat there.
And we get drunk there.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, it's a fucking solid show. I would watch that show.
Me too.
All right, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.